Hi everyone, we are given this nice Powertower equation. I will explain in a moment what does this Powertower mean, and we want to solve this equation. So let's try. Solution. Okay, the left hand side of the given equation is 2 raised to the power 8 raised to the power x, and the right hand side is 8 raised to the power 2 raised to the power x. Okay, first let's write 8 in terms of 2. 8 in terms of 2 means I can write 8 as 2 raised to the power 3 and then remaining power towers as it is. Okay, you will see in a moment the advantage of writing 8 in terms of 2. Okay, now if you remember this property that says a raised to the power m raised to the power n is equal to a raised to the power mn. Okay, if you have parentheses, then you can just multiply the exponents, so that the right hand side will be then 2 raised to the power first exponent is 3 times the second exponent is 2 raised to the power x. And I cannot use this property on the left hand side. I cannot just multiply 8 and x together because I don't have parentheses. If I had parentheses here, then I could have used this property. Okay, and that's the difference of power towers and ordinary powers. Okay, and the left hand side is just same as it was, 2 raised to the power 8 raised to the power x. Now I can get rid of the 2's because since the bases are same, it means that the exponents are equal, right? Now I want to find the value of x, so therefore I will move the x terms to the one side and remaining terms to the other side, and in order to bring this guy to the other side, we have to divide both sides by 2 raised to the power x. Therefore the right hand side will be 3, and on the left hand side let's use this property that says a raised to the power m divided by b raised to the power n is equal to a divided by b raised to the power m. If you have two different bases and same exponent, then divide the bases and take the exponent. So take the exponent and divide the numbers. So this property I'm using. Now 8 divided by 2 is 4, so we have 4 raised to the power x, and on the right hand side we have 3. And 4 can be written as 2 raised to the power 2 raised to the power x as it is, and which is equal to 3. The property I told you before, so just multiply the exponent. Since we have parentheses here, so you can just multiply the exponent, and the right hand side is 3. Since we want to find the value of x, so we will take log base 2 on both sides. If you do so, then the right hand side will be log base 2 of 3, and the left hand side will be the number 2x will come up front, and log base 2 of 2 is 1, so we will get this guy. Finally, we want to find the value of x, so we will divide by 2 on both sides. So x is equal to log base 2 of 3 divided by 2. This is log base 2. Sorry, this was another 2 here. And let's verify if this is the correct solution or not. Okay, the given equation was 2 raised to the power 8 raised to the power x, and the right hand side was 8 raised to the power 2 raised to the power x. X was log base 2 of 3 divided by 2, and we want to verify if it satisfies this given equation. So first of all, let me rewrite x in a slightly different way that will help us to verify this equation. Okay, so I can write x equal to 1 over 2 log base 2 of 3, right? Because we had divided by 2, so I can just pull out up front. Now there is a property of log. If you use that property, that says you can move the number that is up front to the exponent of the base, so that will be log base 2 of 3 raised to the power 1/2, and I'm using this property here. Log of x raised to the power n is n log of x. Since this is equality, so you can move in either direction, and this guy is then equal to log base 2 of square root of 3. So this is another equivalent representation of x, and this will help us to verify this given equation. Okay, now let's write the left hand side of this given equation. The left hand side is 2 raised to the power 8 raised to the power x. So that is 2 raised to the power 8 raised to the power x is log base 2 of square root of 3, right? And then this is equal to 2 raised to the power 8 can be written as 2 raised to the power 3 and raised to the power log base 2 of square root of 3. Okay, since okay, so let's simplify this, guys. So we have 2 raised to the power 2. So remember this property, a raised to the power m raised to the power n is equal to a raised to the power m times n. So we are using this property on the base is here 2 now, a is 2. So you have to multiply these exponents by using this property. So if you multiply these exponents, then that means 3 times log base 2 of square root of 3. Fine. And similarly, so this guy is 2 raised to the power 2. So I can move this 3 as exponent of this base by using the property earlier I told you, this property. So then I can say this is 2 raised to the power log base 2 of square root of 3 raised to the power 3. Square root of 3 raised to the power 3. Okay, and now these guys will cancel each other, so you will have 2 raised to the power square root of 3 raised to the power 3. Okay, and square root of 3 raised to the power 3 means you have square root of 3 times square root of 3 times square root of 3. This is not Powertower anymore because you have parentheses here. And this guy is then equal to, these guys will cancel each other, 2 raised to the power 3 times square root of 3. So the left hand side is, this guy is equal to this one. So we have simplified the left hand side. So now let's simplify the right hand side. The right hand side is 8 raised to the power 2 raised to the power x, and we want to plug in the value of x, which is this one. Okay, so that is 8 raised to the power 2 raised to the power log base 2 of square root of 3. And now these guys will cancel each other, so you will have 8 raised to the power square root of 3. And if you look at here, 2 raised to the power 3 is 8, so that is same, but let's make it clear. So 8 can be written as 2 raised to the power 3, and we have another power square root of 3 on top of it. And now you can just multiply these exponents, so that will be 2 raised to the power 3 times square root of 3. The left hand side is 8 raised to the power 2 raised to the power x, this Powertower. So if you look at here, both these guys are equal. Therefore, the x value of x that we had, this was one form and this was another form. Both of these forms are correct, but I like this one. This is the correct answer of the given question. Thank you.